Hey folks, I'm HP and today I'm going to talk about the new topic here on the channel, guitar meditation, and we start with the color yellow. Some ideas. First I'm going to play a little bit what I mean and then get more into details. Yeah, this was a first idea. There are different things which we now need to talk about. You already heard that we have been a lot of effects here, and some of you might don't have these effects, so we are first going to start. You don't need all those effects, but if you have them, I'm going to explain step by step how to use each of them. But if you just have a guitar reverb, it also works. It's no problem, because the main thing is the playing technique, how you control your breathing, and how you adapt to the tempo and the progression, and how you do pedal tone stuff. So let's get started. First thing which is very important is the tempo. Therefore, first I need to switch off all effects. Just hold on. Now I've switched off all effects. This is just a guitar with some reverb. And it works because I did a lot of concerts just like this. Basically, like 95% just like this. And a lot of things you don't need the effects, but if you have them, it's a nice add. But if not, it's no problem. So, first thing is the tempo. To be in a meditative state, when you think about music, it's connected to the tempo, and the tempo is the influence on your heartbeat, on the pulse. And if you want to get in a meditative state, you have to go from 50 to 60 beats per minute, which would be a meditative rate of heartbeat. And here's the metronome. This is 50. So, 1, 2. Adapt to the tempo. And now, as a first example, I do something simple. I make, you don't need to see this in close, I explain. I make a E5 chord, open E string, 2nd fret A string, 2nd fret D string, 4th fret G string. So this is this chord. Now, first you take the tempo, and now you play 4 per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you start with the bass. I mean, you can make with the pick, but I would really prefer finger picking here. So bass first, and then with a ring finger, G string, middle finger, D string, index finger, A string, and then these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So this is the first exercise. We're going to go to the closure afterwards, but this is now very important. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to get in this meditative state of the beat. Try to feel the beat. Don't try to count, try to feel. I mean, you don't need to do it with the metronome. I just gave it as an example. This will be the tempo. You have to feel it, and now control your breathing. Only try to do the breathing between the downbeats. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, out, wait, in. yeah, explaining and do the whole stuff, that's already pretty complicated. But you know what I mean. Try to sync it to the tempo, and that it gets a regular state. And that's the main technique, which everything which comes later has to be, this is the superior technique. Make things so simple that these things work. I mean, you can play this one chord and become a meditative just like... You just can play this. It probably is a little bit boring. It makes the changement. You make bar in the 3rd fret, A string, D string, G string. So you have 2 movements. Now, you can play this little chord riff like for 5 minutes if you want, but try to add some momentum into it. Like start slow or soft. Now just play the half part of it, so just thumb and ring finger. But the thing is just going on, then you slowly get more into it. And always, this has to be going on the foot, the breathing. As I said, it's the superior thing. That is first. Everything else comes later. That always has to be fluent. Otherwise, you cannot meditate while playing. I mean, if you just can play these 2 chords, it's cool, because in meditation music or meditation techniques is not so important to do wild things. It's the meditative state, it becomes before the other things. And then start to feel when it has to be more. Yeah. Now, if you want to add some effects, I'm going to add them now. First effect would be, of course, delay. Delay is great because the delay tempo, if you have a tap tempo set on 50, this is the tempo, and I set it now on the 8th note, so you can set it on quarter note and tap in the tempo 100, or put in on 8th note and tap in 50. So see how it doubles up? And the feedback level is on 50, so that you have a few repeats. Now, if so many repeats come, of course, it's very important that you stay on timing. And now comes the cool thing. Now you can make a chord progression over a pedal note. The pedal note is the E. The pedal bass gives you the some people say the which keeps the thing just silent, and then you can add progressions over this pedal bass. This is a very basic technique in my column music or Farbmusik. Check farbmusik.com. There's an English version as well. It's not only German. And yeah, you can also, there's a YouTube channel and there's a Facebook page. You can go there and see it. But anyhow, we add a progression over the bass note. Before we just had this. Now we start with E. E would be here, 5th fret. I don't go to close you, because there are only 3 chords. 5th fret, 4th fret G, 5th fret B string, 4th fret G string, 6th fret D string. This is an E. And then we have the B. This is just 4th fret barre here over the D, G and B string. Always open E string as bass and A. Just move down to the 2nd fret. So, very easy. Now, we make a chord progression with a pedal point E. So, now we came back to the first chord which I played. See, it's very simple. And the picking pad is always thumb, ring finger, middle finger, index finger. Now, if you want to add some more effects, it's very simple. But the way you create momentum is the main part of it, and that comes at the end. I'm going to add 2 additional effects. Chorus, that works fine, but I'm not a big fan of chorus, but it can be fine. Most of you might have a chorus, that's why I've chosen chorus, even I'm not such a big fan of it. But additional, some of you might have a pitch shifter. And the pitch shifter creates a reverse pitch shifting delay, the one which I used, a reverse pitch shifting thing. It's called Crystal Echoes. It's in probably in good pitch shifters you find that setting. There's a lot of things going on. And that's the cool thing, it's like painting. The more you create these cascade effects, you can also make with delays and stuff like that, then things start to shift in each other. And that's the cool thing. And therefore, the progressions which you're playing and the way you're playing has to be adapted to this, that it doesn't disturb. And if you do these chords, it doesn't really disturb. So this works. So let's give it a try. I'm going to play the thing now. I go to close it. You can see what I'm doing. But basically, it's very simple with these chords. But then again, the main thing is your meditative state comes first and everything comes additional. And the more you do then, it's of course cool, but it's not playing guitar meditation is not the purpose to play complex things. It's the purpose to create a meditative mood, in this case in yellow. Try to imagine yellow, get into yellow, imagine the sun, imagine the summer or whatever comes to your mind to yellow, and then just visualize it and let it flow. That's the main point of playing Farbmusik. You create the color with your imagination and then start to feel it and transport what is going on. Yeah, so I'm going to play it now on Close You, let you see how it's going to sound at the end. Yeah, that was now a short version here of Yellow. As I said, the thing is, keep the meditative thing going on, keep it simple, and see that it evolves. It was not really possible to do this in a short moment, and I made a mistake. It's most terrible, and nearly dropped out of the meditative state. Yeah, but there's a link in the description where I'm going to play a longer version of this song, and you can listen it there if you're interested. Otherwise, try it yourself, because this is a tutorial, not a performance thing, and just let it go. And it's Yellow, and Dr. Pink is pink. Pink is not part of Fartmusik, but it has no meaning. I just like the color, and Dr. Pink and me are on the way already many years. Yeah, good. That was it. I enjoyed, and I hope you find some ideas, especially now for Christmas time. Would be great that you can play something festive and nice and meditative for your beloved ones around Christmas. Yeah, see ya.